What's going on, guys? It is CoinCoverage here bringing you another crypto video. Today we're going to be diving deep into the concept of Bitcoin and what is Bitcoin. Um, this fundamental analysis is basically going to be arranged in different segments. First off, I'm going to explain what it is, give you the key factors of Bitcoin, why it's so important, and why everyone likes it. And I'm going to show you guys the charts and explain different websites where you can buy it on, along with exchanges. So, this is brought to you by CoinCoverage. Make sure you guys subscribe to me. I'm almost at 30 subs. I'm trying to hit 50 and 100. I'm trying to hit 100 by the end of December. That would be amazing. So if you guys can hit that sub button before we start here, hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. So let's get into the coin itself. So Bitcoin fundamentals. So Bitcoin, first off, these little highlighted words right here, I'm going to be putting the definitions on the side just in case you guys don't know what they are, because these are a lot of I would say crypto language that people tend to use when using Bitcoin and other coins. So anyways, Bitcoin is the first ever cryptocurrency and worldwide payment system. So basically, I'm going to explain what cryptocurrency is in a second, but it's just a worldwide payment system that anyone can use in all forms of languages. It's decentralized and not controlled by banks and government, which means there's no bank or government that is the middleman in this transaction that tells you, that reports to the IRS or is just there to hold you. Like when I give you your money, there's not a middle bank that transfers it from me to the bank to you. So there's no middleman. It's peer-to-peer. Is obtained through worlds of mining, which basically is proof of work. I'll explain that later in the video as well. But basically, it's computing processing power for record keeping of the Bitcoin blockchain. So it is intended for privacy, contributing all the factors. Just because there's no middleman, there's no one reporting all this information to someone. It's basically just a cryptocurrency, peer-to-peer, which makes it untraceable, basically. And you're basically transferring from Bitcoin addresses rather than like bank accounts. So there's not a lot of information being exchanged in that process, basically. So that's basically the fundamentals of Bitcoin. You can go way deeper than this, but I'm just giving you guys the fundamentals in this video. So we're basically going to explain everything that is listed here. So crypto means secret or hidden code in terms of writing or solving. So basically it's a secret code, kind of hidden. That's why it's the name cryptocurrency, cryptograph, solving different codes and stuff. Basically, it's just part of the name. And then peer-to-peer is directly from one individual to another, no middleman. And that means, like I said earlier, banks, government, or businesses. So that's peer-to-peer. So me to you, your mom to your dad, your friend to another friend. It's just basically peer-to-peer. There's no one in the middle that's basically collecting the money and then giving it to them. So that's basically it for the fundamentals. We have decentralization, which basically Bitcoin, we're going to go over the ticker first. BTC is the ticker for Bitcoin. And tickers, we'll explain that later because it's highlighted. But it's also, Bitcoin is known to be the first decentralized digital currency. There's no other digital currency that's decentralized. And a lot of people, in my opinion, I'm going to explain this. People confuse PayPal as a cryptocurrency. PayPal is not a cryptocurrency. That is centralized. It is reported to the IRS, and it's just basically built off U.S. dollars. They basically have U.S. dollars in the system, and it's basically like a bank account. So PayPal is not the same thing as Bitcoin. Do not get that confused. A lot of people think, why not use PayPal instead of Bitcoin? It's just, do not get those confused. Okay, that's what I did. So I'm just making sure you guys don't either. This means away from the government manipulation, which means governments can't print more Bitcoin. It's all decentralized, so there's not. There can never be more than 21 million Bitcoin in existence, and the government can't be like, oh, nope, we're going to print another 10 million Bitcoin, we don't care, like they do with US dollars, which inflates the economy. It's a deflationary currency, which means there will be no more than 21 million Bitcoin, so it's very limited supply. When there's high demand and low supply, the price will skyrocket. Essential economics. Solutionize the problem of inflation that governments tend to do by printing or more. Yeah, basically the United States in a nutshell, and other countries that cause these economic problems for themselves. So, a ticker. So, a lot of people see these little short abbreviations. Basically, they're used for abbreviation in stock, asset, or currency, typically 2 to 5 letters and numbers. So, the BTC, USD, Ethereum, or ETH, and then the pounds. So, basically, they're little tickers that you'll see, and I'll explain this a little bit more later. But they're short abbreviations for the name of a coin or currency or asset. And it does not just crypto, it's in stocks, it's in currencies around the world like euros and US dollars, and like coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum and stocks and such. So that's what a ticker is. It's basically abbreviation. And a lot of people don't know that. So at first I didn't know, like, why is it BTC and Bitcoin, like what's the difference? So I hope that helps you guys for that part. This is again a basic rundown of Bitcoin. Privacy. So privacy is a very, very important aspect of Bitcoin. That's probably my favorite part of it. So peer-to-peer transactions prevents outside manipulation and information leak. So when I give you Bitcoin, basically I'm just giving you the Bitcoin. I'm not giving you like my name, my last name, my address, my social security number, my birthday, my name of my dog. I'm not doing that shit. I'm just giving you the Bitcoin, and that's all. That's basically it's for. It's transactions. Identification is simplified through a wallet identification. So basically, a wallet ID is basically a series of random numbers and letters. So when you create a Bitcoin wallet, it just gives you a series of random numbers and letters that you deposit into. So basically, you give if you have your Bitcoin send you some, or your friend send you some Bitcoin, you give them that long code, which can be used with a QR code, just so you don't have to type in the whole thing. But it's very long, and basically, they put it in their withdraw in their wallet, and they just click how much they want to send, your wallet ID, and send. And that's it. That's all you have to give. You just have to give them your wallet address, and that's it. So there's no, routing number, bank number. You don't have to, or writing a check. You don't have to do any of that. It's basically just type in a long code, but you can use a QR code, or just copy and paste it and send it to them. So that's it. Most people use QR code in real life scenarios with their phone. There's a lot of QR code apps, and they just scan the QR code to say you're at a restaurant, and then type in how much Bitcoin and then send. And they should receive it within about 20 or 30 minutes. Right now, the blockchain's kind of overwhelmed with a lot of transactions, so it might take longer, and that's scalability issues that we'll probably won't cover in this video, but in maybe later videos. No centralized database and is built off the blockchain. We'll get to what blockchain is in a second. Untraceable due to the unique feature of limiting information exchange, which I said earlier. You don't have to give names, last names, none of that. Peer-to-peer exchanges don't require a middleman to track nor private information be swapped. So I know that's covered, but yeah, that's what it says. Nor private information be swapped. So yep, unnecessary information is cut off since there's not really a need for it. And we're going to see what blockchain is. Blockchain is a digital ledger in which transactions made in Bitcoin or another cryptocurrency are recorded chronologically and publicly. So it's just a big log of balances and all the Bitcoin wallets, essentially. And that's where this is all kept track. And no one has control of the database. It's all just by itself, no control. Just lets it run by itself. Mining. All right. So this, how do you get Bitcoin? How is Bitcoin made? Do you mine it? Like when I hear the term mining, basically I think of a pickaxe and you're just nailing it on the ground. You're looking for those Bitcoins, but essentially you're not. And part of it is it's not the same thing as like. It's not really the same thing. I mean, it is technically the concept of mining is searching for something in an area, or like digging for something or mining it with the pickaxe, but you're not going on your computer and smashing with the pickaxe. It's more you're creating it through processing power, which basically your computer is solving all these different calculations, confirming transactions for some coins, and you get rewarded for Bitcoin basically. And yeah, it's that simple. It's you just let your computer run. You don't have to do anything except pay the electricity bill, and it mines Bitcoin for you. And it's honestly no longer, this is a pretty key part, no longer profitable for rational investors massively mined by institutions, which is true. So there is, like I said, it's decentralized. It's not decentralized by government, but it could be centralized by institutions and people with a lot of computer processing power. And a lot of ASIC miners and GPUs. And I'll get to that in a different video probably, but this is just a basic rundown. but it is determined by proof of work, and the proof of work system basically is a requirement to define a computer calculation that rewards you for thus work. Reward is given to the first miner to solve the calculation in the Bitcoin blockchain. So that's a basic rundown of mining. Basically, just computer power that if you're not interested in mining, this is basically useless, but it's good to know that it's based off computer processing power, and people tend to build these things, these rigs. They're short term for rigs, is also a Bitcoin miner or Ethereum miner or whatever that mines Bitcoin for you by letting it run 24/7 with processing power. Of course, this is a lot more expensive. In another video, I'll get the difference of proof of work and proof of stake like Ethereum is. But for now, that's the basic rundown of mining for Bitcoin. And I wouldn't really recommend taking this route, especially as a new investor. I would just recommend investing in the coin itself. Highly don't recommend mining at this point, for this coin specifically too. Too expensive. Where to buy Bitcoin? So that we basically covered all the basics of Bitcoin, guys, just like that. It's really not that complicated. I can dive deeper into it and do more research on it. But that's just the basis of I know. So you could buy Bitcoin on Coinbase, which is a great website. It's basically just the #1 Western exchange for Bitcoin from US dollars. Very trustworthy in the #1 spot for buying BTC in the Western world, like I just said. May require forms of identification to court buying limits, which means you have to give like your social security number. And like I said, it's basically a company that is selling you Bitcoin. They're trustworthy with that stuff. But if you want to increase your limits, you don't have to. You have to provide forms of identification just so they know where the money is going. Buy altcoins by sending your Bitcoin exchanges to exchanges such as Bittrex, Binance, and Poloniex, and never a bad time to buy. But yeah, there's honestly never a bad time to buy Bitcoin. It's always going up. People always doubt it. They say, oh, it's never going to hit 10K. Oh, it's never going to hit 20K. Honestly, if you're long-terming it, it's never a bad time to buy, in my opinion. There's still a long way it has to go, especially to 100K and 500K, potentially a million someday. You never know, guys. People have doubted it, and every time it's been doubted, it's went beyond expectations. We're going to see what an altcoin is, because we'll be talking about that a lot on this channel, since I'm covering the first basic coin of Bitcoin. An altcoin is short for alternative coin, relates to any other coin but Bitcoin. There are thousands of other cryptos. I believe there are like 1,400, many more to come out currently. And then some examples of altcoins are Ethereum, Neo, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Monero, Litecoin, which I'll get into later in different coin coverage videos that you guys request. A lot of you guys requested Bitcoin, so I just did Bitcoin since you guys are a lot new to this space as well. So that's basically it for this, guys. I'm going to stop the presentation, but I'm going to go and continue to look at these websites. So Coinbase, like I said earlier, this is the location where you buy Bitcoin initially. You link your bank account or debit card and you just buy the Bitcoin. Of course, it will take a little bit to come, so be patient. I know a lot of people, it takes a couple days to come. Some people it comes instantly. Depends on how busy Coinbase really is, because they do get a lot of transactions for how much, 50 billion. Yeah, they've exchanged $50 billion in digital currency. 32 countries and 10 million plus customers served. So yeah, they are a fairly busy USD to Bitcoin exchange, but it's basically the best one in my opinion. If you guys want to use this, link in the description. Use my referral code just because your boy CoinCoverage sent you. And I typically don't use referral codes. I'm not going to spam you guys with referral codes. This is just some extra money I can make for recommending you Coinbase and support the channel. So if you signed up, thank you so much under my referral code. I really, really appreciate it. So another website I would use along after buying Bitcoin, and you want to check the prices or just basic prices and other altcoins, is CoinMarketCap. This list, here, let me refresh it here. This basically lists all the altcoins. There's several altcoins. There's actually 1,343 altcoins in existence, and look how many different markets. There's a ton of different markets too that sell these coins. So yeah, you can look through here, see what altcoins you want to buy. I recommend going through here first and then going to the appropriate exchange. So for example, if you wanted to buy Neo, click markets and it shows you what the top volume for each exchange is. So we're going to take a look at Binance in a second and Bittrex. So Bittrex is another good exchange. This is the layout of it, of course. To get to these exchanges, to put your Bitcoin on these exchanges, you basically send your Coinbase, use your Coinbase wallet and send it to the wallet that's provided for you when you make an account on Bittrex. These all exchanges, some of them require more identification than others, just to increase your trading limits, essentially. But this is Bittrex, has a lot of coins, basic layout. A lot of people like this one. I've used, personally, the three I recommend you are the only three I've ever used, so I'm just recommending you the ones that have the most coins and are the easiest to use. Binance is a fairly new exchange. It has a lot of newer coins. It's typically faster than Bittrex in terms of adding new coins. Transaction fees, I believe, are a little lower than Bittrex in my opinion, but yeah, this is the exchange I use currently. And then Poloniex is probably the most basic exchange. A little hard to read. It's not as user friendly, but it's very basic. It doesn't really list the coins specifically like it does here, but it has them all listed. You just click on one and you can buy it. So it's pretty easy. And this is also another good tool is TradingView, and let me refresh the chart here so I can show you guys the Bitcoin chart. So yep, this is the Bitcoin chart. You can basically put in any currency up here, and you just type it in, so BTC, USD, and you can look at the Coinbase one, Bitfinex one, Poloniex one, But we're going to look at Coinbase, which has typically the most volume for Bitcoin. So look at this run-up, guys. So when people tell you that Bitcoin is a scam, just show them this chart. This chart is absolutely crazy. This is like a legendary chart. And I'm going to do a little technical analysis on this for a second while following the PowerPoint. So yeah, look at this run-up, guys. What chart is this? This is the one-day chart. So each one of these candles is 1 day. So I'll get into more of the technical analysis part. I'm not a genius on it myself, but I'm going to learn just to share with you guys. But basically, each one of these candles is 1 day. Just getting the basics off the chest. So this goes back all the way to 2012, and Bitcoin was created before then, but it only tracked it since 2012. And as you can see, the run-ups, and the pullbacks get a lot more spread out as time goes on. So this is the first run-up for Bitcoin, hit above 1,000 in late 2013, and then pulled back towards the beginning of 2014. Then it kind of stalled for a long time here, as you can see, through 2014 till about 2017, and then had another big run-up past 1,000 again, and then broke through to 2,000. It hit 3,000 for, I don't think it hit 3,000 actually, that run up, because I was a part of that. I got into Bitcoin around May of 2017. And as you can see, these run ups and then the pullbacks are getting a lot sooner and sooner. There's less space like previously as we go up the chart here. Because look, another run up to 3K, just about, pull back down to about 1,800. Another run up to about 5K. Another pullback back down to about 2,000 or so, maybe very low 3,000s. And then we had another run up, less time in between. As you can see, they're less spread out. Back up to about 7.5K, and then this was the Bitcoin Cash pullback here, back down to 5.6K, and then we had just a massive run up right here. And I had to zoom in just to show you guys how massive this run-up is. We haven't really had a serious pullback until like a couple of days ago when it dropped from about 16, 17K back down to about 14, 13K. And of course it could hit 20K on some exchanges. And then we have this candle right here for today, which has been massive, hitting all-time highs on Coinbase, looks like. So that's the Bitcoin technical analysis, basic technical analysis. It's looking bright, guys. I'm just overall saying looking really, really good. Except you could expect another pullback, because I was expecting like a bigger pullback when this happened, except because it did pull back all the way down to 12K, 12.5K. But the price movements are just getting so large, guys. So Bitcoin's just getting more and more volatile with all this volume coming in. Especially in price action, like billions of dollars are just getting pumped in and out of the coin all the time. So expect, quite a bit of pumping and dumping with this coin in the short term. But this price is going to jump. The more, like I said, the more market cap there is, the essentially the less volatile it is. But then again, the price will jump a lot because of this. So there's no reason to look at the charts all the time. Like this, if this dropped to 16,000 and like that, and it can, especially as institutional buyers and sellers come into the game. Um, it's gonna happen, guys. You just got to stay focused, stay consistent, and keep grinding this Bitcoin journey out. And if you guys don't like Bitcoin, there's alternative coins for you right here. Like for example, Neo. So you have a huge list of alternative coins. Um, these are again just the basic ones, and you can even get like serious. Like you can just go to recently added, see all the brand new coins, the new ICOs. You can even invest in ICO before they even get listed on markets. So then again, guys, that is the basic coverage of Bitcoin. Even though this video was about 20 minutes long, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got something new from this. I don't like to edit my videos. I know I kind of messed up a few times in this video, but I don't like to edit them just to keep it real with you guys. I just like that part of me messing up, so I know like what to work on and what you guys expect me to know. Just keeping it real. I'm not some guru. I'm just a man talking to another man or woman. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Go use my Coinbase referral if you guys want to buy your Bitcoin for the first time. You also get $10 off. Forgot I mentioned that. Or free. I think it's a free $10 after you spend $100 or something like that. So it's free Bitcoin, really good. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Like I said again, comment below and let me know what coin you guys want me to cover next, and hit that subscribe button. Let's hit 100 subs by the end of December, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and adios. That'll be my new signature outro. Later, guys.